What do you say, baseball fans? Rye Bread talking baseball, episode 95. Rays get spanked by the lowly Orioles last night. Not cool, man. Spencer Watkins out there looking like a Cy Young winner. Not a great look. That's a bad team that just absolutely came into the Trump and dominated the Rays yesterday. What are you going to do? Somebody throws a gem. You lose a couple games. Yarbs gives up 6 earned runs. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I know better how to manage the pitching staff, but it seems clear to everybody else that if there's a opener in front of Yarbs, he performs a lot better. I don't know if he's got hurt feelings about being a starter or a long relief man, but wow, man, just it seems like it's time. When Yarbs pitches, the Rays win. Usually, that was a reverse in course yesterday. Another burn the tape game for the Rays. Did not look comfortable at the plate. They still left a lot of runners on base, but not their best game. Going to need to bounce back again here tonight because the Boston Red Sox put it on the Blue Jays yesterday. Yikes! That game was over in the first inning. I don't know what happened with Boston. I guess they saved all their offense for the Blue Jays. They didn't want any of the Yankees. I don't know what's going on there. Yankees have Herman on the hill tonight versus Nola and the Phillies. That should be a good game. And, of course, the Jays and Red Sox will renew hostilities tonight. Expect a better outing from the Jays and the Rays, frankly, this evening. A couple of superlatives from last night. Our boy Yordan Alvarez broke out. He was 0 for 22, and he had 2 bombs yesterday as the Astros overcome the Indians. Another good pitching matchup there tonight if you're into that. Garcia and McKenzie. But I wanted to highlight this. We've been talking about how when you have cards that don't have major league licensing, sometimes they have to spruce it up a bit because they don't have that. But these are pretty cards. If you see this, this is a Yordan. This is just the concourse level, but you can see all the refract in there. It's a cool looking card, but it's without the uni, it just looks so much different. And then here, this is a Diamond Kings artist palette. I've got a couple of these. They're nice looking cards. I expect these ones to be a little bit more sought after because they look pretty cool. Other than that, though, without the licensing, you're not going to get anything. I'm not going to beat that horse anymore. Astros, like we said, beat Cleveland. It's Garcia and McKenzie tonight. That should be a nice one to watch. San Francisco Giants over the Los Angeles Dodgers. Seems to be a theme because the Giants do not want to relinquish first place. Dodgers had 4 hits yesterday. Not going to win too many ball games with 4 hits. Buster Posey back in action. You got to love it when Buster's playing well. He's one of my favorite players. Rays could have had him. Passed. Here's a Bowman base Buster Posey that we sleeved out of respect. But then there's a couple other ones. This is a Stadium Club. Pretty nice. And then with Stadium Club, these reds. Stadium Club red. Not really great with the buyer unless you've got a Giant fan out there. But that's a pretty looking card. And they're waiting for Joey Bart to come through. Buster's in there and giving them time to develop this stud young catcher that they've got. I've got a bunch of Joey Bart. Here's the Bowman rookie. Remember, if you have that Bowman rookie base, that's about as good as you're going to get for base cards. But we need a little bit more. That's a nice looking Bart Stadium Club. Obviously, you see the RC in the corner. It's worth it. This is a little bit more of a high-end card with the silver Bowman here. Throwback. We expect Joey Bart to be contributing maybe late this year, but definitely up next year. And then this one is kind of the belle of the ball. It's got great centering. It's a good example of what a card looks like when it's centered properly. Even on both sides. Top and bottom, and then you've got that refract in there. This is a Topps Chrome Joey Bart. This is an excellent card. We're going to send this one out to get rated. Giants holding on to first place out there. A's get it done against the Angels. Ohtani goes out there and pitches his guts out. But guess what? 6 innings scoreless is not as good as 7 innings scoreless. So Cole Swerve and Irvin ends up with the W. And as soon as Otani gets out of the game, Cishek comes in. Don't get me wrong, Cishek's been good. But this guy's better. Here we got a Donruss. Again, Donruss, no licensing from MLB. It's odd. Donruss was like the shit back in the day. My 1984 Donruss Don Mattingly was my best card. It was worth $100. But now it's worth a little more. That's a nice looking pretty card, but not as pretty as this. Stadium Club Autos. This is a Ramon Laureano Stadium Club Auto. Nice looking SIG. Nice centering. Ramon is as exciting as you're going to get. I really enjoy watching the A's, and Ramon Laureano, when he's healthy, is one of the most exciting players in baseball. A little bit unsung out there playing on the West Coast, but we are just tickled pink to have that autograph. Ramon Laureano. Sexy. Anyway, A's going to redo it again tonight, and our boy Cap's on the mound. You know we like Caprillion. Big Caprillion house here. Big A's house. Couple of Stadium Club rooks that we pulled, and then again Stadium Club red rook Cap. We like him. We love him. Like him, love him. We also have got that color match yellow that goes well for that Cappy. And before we get out of here, Cardinals get a win last night. We've been dogging out on the Cardinals. Cardinals finally put it together. One of their young guns comes up and gives them a strong outing. We've got a couple of these. Of course, in the base, right? I like the landscape cards a little bit better when they've got the guy pitching like this. Like when you put that in a landscape, it looks a little bit better. But relatively unknown player, Woodford. Jake Woodford, rookie. A little bit more of a well-known commodity, though. 4 ribbies for Carlson, and the Cardinals get a much-needed win. Again, here, this would be a nice-looking card. Here's another rookie Carlson, but man, no licensure. So again, it's capped. They have to do something, do the Cardinals, if they want to jump back in that race. Cardinals still have a lot of work to do. A lot of tough sledding ahead. But before we get out of here, Dane Dunning at Scooball tonight. Rangers and Tigers. That's a great young pitching matchup. And then, of course, we'll close it out today. John Means business. John Means and Sugar Shane McClanahan going at it tonight. Another O's Rays tilt. Rays got to get this one. You cannot drop a series to the Orioles at this stage. You must have a crooked number. They hadn't beaten the Rays this year. The Orioles were going to win a game or two. That's okay. But the way that it stacks up now, John Means, they're Orioles' best chance probably to win a game. Rays need to bounce back, be solid tonight. Still waiting on some injury news from the Rays. It will be a tough blow to lose Yandy Diaz, but reports were kind of sketchy, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen, so I'm going to hold my tongue on that until I know for sure about the injury news. But, as we said, there's a roster crunch for the Rays. We got Manuel Margot's going to come back. Somebody was going to have to move out anyway, and a little 10-day break on the IL might make those decisions a little bit easier. Don't forget, if you're in Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, check out old Bascom's Chop House over there. Best steak, best wine list in the city. Tell them I sent you. You might not regret it. And, of course, your vacation needs. Bravo Beach Resort out there, Siargao Island, Philippines. Go check them out. It's an awesome place to hang. Get a little surfing in. Why not? But if you're like me, wear that full rash guard because I burn like a candy cane. It's either white or red for this guy. All right, that's going to do it for today. We'll be back again tomorrow. We're going to do 162.